Congratulations to Coach Campbell and those guys. What a great atmosphere, great environment. Came down to the wire. Thought we had our chances, but I'm so proud of this football team. And, the finality of it is still kind of, it doesn't totally resonate, but man, did I learn a lot and really appreciate this group. They helped me find my way again and how much I love this and love the people that I'm around. And it certainly is always about people. It's these players, these coaches. You don't take away the credit that the Lions deserve. Thought there was some opportunities for us to be able to, come away with that game. I really liked the way our defense played in the second half, and I think the difference in the game was the red area. We were 0 for 3. They were 3 for 3. There was certainly some chances that I think we're capable of executing, and, we'll go back and we'll look at it and always try to be able to learn. But more than anything, just the appreciation and the gratitude is what, what sticks out to me about this team. And, hats off to the Lions for finding a way to be able to get it done. I got nothing but respect for that group.
Sean, how do you address a team that grew so much?
Yeah.
Something like this, a lot of young players who've never experienced this kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know that there's. I think you got to feel the real emotions, and you go through it, and you just tell guys you love them and appreciate them, and then you just keep moving forward. But it's hard. Because the confidence that was earned from this group, they came in here with the expectation to advance and play the winner of the game tomorrow night. And so that's, I think that's a tough pill to swallow. But I think the further that you get away from the raw emotions of it, the more appreciation they'll have for what they did. And I think there's a lot of things that we can build on, but you got to do it. It's, as we know, and this group is an example of it, the preseason stuff doesn't mean shit. You got to be able to go earn it. And every single year is a new year, but I do think we've got a lot of really key and critical guys that we're excited about building and continuing to develop and work with. And then there's a lot of guys that, might not be here that, I loved working with them and certainly learned a lot from this group. And so, just appreciation is the main thing that I hope they feel.
Sean, on that last drive, did Cam Akers' hand injury affect your play calling, A, and when it got to fourth down and 14, did you have any sense of this?
Yeah, the way that our defense was playing, obviously not having Kyron is a challenge. I thought Ronnie did a good job and was able to step up. That's a really good run defense. And we had some favorable looks that we were able to get into some stuff to be able to beat their coverages. And we did consistently throughout the day. And then they did a good job of tightening up in the red area. And you guys know, I'll be the first to say, there's certainly some things that I think that I'm always going to look at myself first. But, there were some execution things. And on the 3rd down and 14, I'll go back and look at it. Got the coverage that we wanted, and they ended up making the breakup. But with 4 minutes left, and in that situation, we had talked about it. But I think still having a timeout and 4 minutes, the way our defense was playing, we were hopeful to get a stop. And hindsight's 20/20, and certainly regret that decision now. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was execution. We weren't really forcing them to get into 3rd down. You credit them. They're one of the best offenses. And so I think consistently throughout the year, like Raheem and our coaching staff has done, they make the adjustments. The players just stay steady. They stay resilient. And they gave us a chance. I didn't expect us to stall like what we did. There was a couple things that, I'm gonna go back and look at it. I don't want to say anything right now that gets me in trouble. So, I don't want to take away the credit for what the Lions found a way, and, hats off to them. I don't know that. He might have been, but do you know? Yes, he was. There you go. He's a freaking stud. I think the same things that you can see. He's just a great competitor. He shows up big, makes plays. He's tough to tackle. He can work edges and win and separate. He can finish. This guy's a freaking warrior, and he is a stud. I love the mindset and mentality that he has. And if he just continues to stay humble and keep working, this guy's going to be a problem for a long time. That was it. We were backed up. knew we were getting the ball coming out of the second half right there. The way that it had gone, there was no punts really until that point that ended up pinning us deep. And so with them having 3 timeouts and how long we would have had to go and where we felt like we would have deemed appropriate field goal range, felt like that was the right way to be able to play it. Once we got the efficient play on 2nd and 5 and I saw they weren't going to use the timeout, felt like that was the smart thing knowing we were getting the ball coming out of the second half. Yeah, I thought they were excellent. Jared was really efficient. You can see the command that he has. I think there's a lot made of it, but I'm really happy for him. Obviously we wanted to come away with the win, but he's done a great job. And I think the grit, the resilience, and the way that he's done his thing here over the last 3 years, I'm happy for Jared. And I certainly am appreciative of the 4 years that we had together. And I wouldn't want anyone else as our quarterback other than Matthew Stafford. He was outstanding. He was gritty. He was gutsy. He made tough throw after tough throw. The rush was barreling down on him, and he stood in there and was dropping, dimes all day. And, we just came up a little bit short in the red area, but he certainly gave us a chance, and we would have never been in this situation without Matthew Stafford's leadership, his guidance, his resilience. He was one of the main catalysts for what was right about this football team, and I know he'll be excited about coming back next year.